When BMW first introduced the X5 back in 1999, it changed the game for the Bavarian automaker and the industry as a whole. And now, over 3 million X5s later, the company is pulling the covers off its 5th-generation model, looking to shake up the game once again. This is not an evolution wrapped in a familiar suit. It is by far the biggest swing BMW has taken with this nameplate since that original revolutionary introduction at the end of the last millennium. The X5 is BMW's bread-and-butter crossover, and it trades bestseller status with the X3 on a regular basis here in the SUV-crazed United States. So when BMW makes a move this bold with it, the entire luxury SUV segment pays attention. The 5th generation of BMW's best-selling SUV leans into its numeric designation, with 5 powertrain options offered globally, including the brand-new iX5 with an estimated 435-mile range, a plug-in hybrid, a diesel, and even a hydrogen fuel cell variant. For US buyers specifically, the lineup covers gasoline, full electric, and plug-in hybrid configurations at launch, with a V8-powered M-Performance variant still to come. The redesigned X540 Dykes Drive goes on sale this October for $73,550, with the iX5 following early in 2027 for $81,250. Exterior design. The long nose sports a sculpted hood that tapers into a V-shape at the BMW roundel, with a more vertical face featuring LED headlights, daytime running lights, and indicators integrated into a single housing, punctuated with twin X-shaped lighting icons that extend like wings from the illuminated kidney grille, which is slimmer, taller, and more subtle than recent iterations of BMW's iconic design face. Those X-shaped daytime running lights are genuinely divisive. Some will love them as a bold new signature, while others will find them cartoonish. But BMW has thoughtfully included a setting to switch them off in favor of a cleaner look closer to the iX3. To bring in the new X5, BMW is offering up 10-wheel designs between 21 and 23 inches, and there are 11 exterior colors, 5 of them brand new for 2027. For the first time in the model's history, stately 23-inch wheels make the X5 even more imposing. One of the most controversial design decisions in the X5's entire history is confirmed. BMW has deleted the split tailgate in favor of a one-piece setup like the vast majority of SUVs, despite all 4 previous generations featuring the split opening design. A spokesperson told journalists that the decision was threefold: weight, packaging, and customer demand. Dropping the electric motors of the lower half of the tailgate, along with everything else they require, save meaningful weight. The redesigned taillights stretch across nearly the entire width of the rear, bisected by the updated BMW roundel. Interior and comfort. The interior marks a clean sheet redesign with the introduction of iDrive X, BMW's latest infotainment system that dramatically reshapes the dashboard layout, with a 17.9-inch central touchscreen now dominating the cabin. Critically, the traditional iDrive rotary knob has been removed entirely, a move that will frustrate longtime BMW loyalists who have navigated menus with that dial for over 2 decades. Next to the main display sits an optional 14.6-inch passenger screen, carried over from the 7 Series, where it comes as standard, and BMW is eliminating the digital driver's display entirely in favor of panoramic vision, a windshield projection system. Not everything is fully digital, however. Physical buttons remain on the steering wheel, the driver's door, and between the seats, so the minimalist direction stops short of going all in on touch-only control. Going forward, BMW will sell the X5 exclusively as a 2-row SUV, meaning buyers needing 6 or 7 seats will have to step up to the X7. That is a significant decision. The outgoing X5 offered a 3rd-row option, and removing it entirely consolidates the lineup in a way that will push some families toward the larger, more expensive X7. The M-Performance version stands out inside with several notable tweaks, including a new mirror design with M stripes first seen on the 706i facelift earlier this year, and an M badge on the lower section of the front doors as a subtle but clear identifier. Overall, the cabin feels like a genuine generational step, rather than an incremental refresh. Infotainment and technology. The iDrive X system centers around the 17.9-inch central touchscreen, which cannot be controlled via the traditional iDrive knob since the rotary controller has been removed. A significant philosophical shift for a brand that pioneered the concept of centralizing all cabin controls through a single rotary input. The optional 14.6-inch passenger display, carried over directly from the 7 Series flagship, sits alongside the main screen to create a dual-display dashboard layout that genuinely elevates the sense of technological sophistication throughout the cabin. BMW's panoramic vision windshield projection system replaces the conventional digital driver's display entirely, projecting key driving information across the base of the windshield in the driver's natural line of sight. a direction that prioritizes eyes-up awareness over heads-down instrument scanning. The X5's 5 powertrain global lineup means the same body and iDrive X interface will serve gasoline, diesel, plug-in hybrid, electric, and hydrogen variants, giving BMW a single cohesive tech platform across an extraordinary range of propulsion technologies. The iX5's 800-volt electrical architecture also integrates directly with the infotainment system, giving drivers real-time charging management alongside the navigation, and the 460-kilowatt peak DC fast charge capability is displayed and managed entirely through the central screen. Powertrain and performance. The gas-only lineup features a turbocharged 3.0-liter straight-six with a 48-volt mild hybrid system that combine to make 394 horsepower and 428 pounds-pie of torque. Increases of 1,994 horsepower and 40.8 pounds-pie and 45 lp over the current 6-cylinder X5 with power sent through an 8-speed automatic transmission to either the rear or all four wheels. That shaves a tenth of a second off the sprint to 60 miles per hour, now arriving in 5.1 seconds, and the system uses a starter-generator motor integrated directly into the 8-speed automatic transmission. For the plug-in hybrid, the X550 xDrive pairs the inline-six with an electric motor for 483 horsepower and 516 lb-ft of torque, with the 26.5 kWh battery delivering 44 miles of EV-only range, around 15 more miles than the current X5 plug-in. The all-electric iX5 xDrive uses two electric motors for a combined 570 horsepower and 593 lb-ft of torque, pulling from a 144 kWh battery pack integrated directly into the vehicle's body to save cost and weight. With an estimated 435-mile range and 800-volt architecture, enabling 10 to 80% DC fast charging in just 22 minutes. A V8-powered M performance model will follow in 2027, with the X5 M as next high being the only version at launch with visible exhaust tips. BMW hasn't detailed the hydrogen-powered X5 yet, but that variant arrives later, possibly in 2028. From mild hybrid to full electric to hydrogen, no other luxury SUV in this segment currently offers this breadth of powertrain choice under a single roofline. Safety and driver assistance. The 2027 BMW X5 arrives with BMW's most comprehensive driver assistance suite yet, building on the brand's existing intelligent personal assistant and expanding its real-time awareness capabilities across all 5 powertrain variants simultaneously. Standard equipment across the lineup includes automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, active lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go capability for sustained highway driving. The panoramic vision windshield projection system contributes directly to active safety by keeping critical speed, navigation, and warning information in the driver's natural line of sight without requiring a shift in eye focus away from the road. The new X5 is built on the CL Air platform, which underpins the current generation and ensures that the safety architecture and structural rigidity benchmarks established by the outgoing model carry forward as a foundation for the new generation's expanded feature set. The iX5 adds an additional layer of safety technology through its 800-volt electrical architecture, which allows for faster and more precise energy management during emergency braking situations, supplementing the mechanical braking system with accurate regenerative deceleration. Trim levels and pricing. In the United States, the 2027 BMW X5 starts at $71,250 for the rear-wheel drive X540, including destination and handling fees, with the X540 drive following at $73,550, the X550 drive at $78,950, and the all-electric iX5 xDrive starting at $81,250, making it the most expensive variant at launch. The X5 MIS60 is not offered in the US, though an M Performance V8 model is expected in 2027, possibly badged X5 MIS60, and an electric M Performance iX5 is also planned. All X5 variants will be manufactured at BMW's Spartanburg, South Carolina facility, which produces all BMW SUVs from the X3 through the X7, starting with the X540 xDrive in October, followed by the rear-drive X540 and the plug-in hybrid and electric variants in early 2027. BMW is taking some genuinely big swings right now. Cars like the X5 and 3 Series were always a bit conservative in their designs, but with the introduction of Neue Klasse-inspired design language, BMW has turned over a new leaf, and this X5 is all the better for it. Conclusion. The 2027 BMW X5 is not just a new model year, it is a genuine statement of intent from Munich about what a luxury midsize SUV should look like, feel like, and run on in the second half of this decade. For a car like the X5, one that has always remained evolutionary since its revolutionary introduction, This is by far the biggest swing BMW has taken, and that is a good thing. 5 powertrain options, an entirely new iDrive-X interface, panoramic vision, 23-inch wheels, a 570 horsepower electric variant with 435 miles of range, and a bait still on the way in 2027. This is a lineup built for a segment that is moving in several directions at once, and BMW has had the confidence to chase all of them simultaneously. The removal of the third row option and the elimination of the beloved split tailgate will frustrate some loyal X5 owners, and the loss of the iDrive rotary knob will spark debate in every BMW forum on the internet for years to come. But set those criticisms alongside the breadth of technology, performance, and powertrain choice on offer here, and the 2027 iX5 makes one of the most comprehensive arguments in the luxury SUV segment today. It competes directly against the all-new Audi Q7 and the refreshed Mercedes-Benz GLE. And on the spec sheet alone, it arrives at that fight better prepared than any previous generation of this nameplate ever was. If this review helped you, hit subscribe and tell us in the comments, gas, hybrid, or full electric, which 2027 X5 would you actually buy?